Feeling overwhelmed and disconnected in today's backwards world? It's understandable. We live in a society of mindless drones. Just look around. You can see it everywhere. Overuse of technology, especially on social media. Mindless consumption. Spending is encouraged by constant advertisements. Mindless eating. Mindless use of resources. Mindless driving, mindless communication, and on and on. Most live in a mindless life, performing tasks on autopilot without engagement. Those that are in charge want to keep it that way. They know that if a large percentage of society starts to live in a mindful way, that would be the end of them. In this video, I'm going to tell you what spiritual mindfulness is and how to reprogram your way of mindless thinking and start living in a more spiritual, mindful life. I'm going to give you a few ways to become more spiritually mindful and tell you the benefits in doing so. Spiritual mindfulness is a practice of being fully present and aware in the moment with a focus on spiritual growth and understanding. It combines traditional mindfulness techniques with spiritual principles to cultivate a deeper connection with oneself, others, and the greater universe. Mindfulness can have a significant impact on spiritual awakening, fostering a deeper connection to oneself and the universe. Mindfulness is the key that opens the door to spiritual awakening. Mindfulness is the superpower in raising your vibration and keeping it there. I talk about mindfulness in a lot of my videos. There's a reason for that. I will tell you that mindfulness is one of, if not the most important thing you can do in your spiritual growth. Now, before I give you the steps how to become spiritually mindful, I want to give you a heads up. You have been spending your whole life being mindless. They have been training you all along the way. I have some pretty advanced videos coming up in the future. If you don't want to miss these, I suggest hitting the subscribe button below. Many spiritualists believe that they can burn some incense, wear a bunch of crystals, and recite mantras to become spiritually awakened. It just doesn't work that way. You will find that achieving spiritual mindfulness is not an easy task. Most will not find the key to open the door to true spiritual awakening. They'll just mingle around outside of the door thinking that they are on the right path. Practicing spiritual mindfulness takes work, and I see very few people doing it. For the select few that are willing to do the work and expand, here are a few exercises to help you find that key to open the door. Becoming mindful involves cultivating awareness and presence in everyday life. So the first exercise is mindful breathing. Find a comfortable sitting or lying position. Ensure your back is straight but not rigid. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Take a few slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose to help settle your mind and body. Shift your attention to your natural breath. This can be a little difficult at first because you have a tendency to control your breath once you focus on it. Don't get frustrated when your mind tries to do this. Just do the best you can. Observe the breath as it flows in and out. Notice the sensation of the breath, such as the coolness of the air entering your nostrils, the expansion of your chest, and the movement of your abdomen. Follow the breath down into your lungs. Now, follow it back and feel the hot air coming out your nostrils. If your mind starts to wander, which is normal, gently acknowledge the distraction and bring your focus back to your breath without judgment. The benefits of mindful breathing include reducing stress and anxiety by activating the body's relaxation response. It also enhances concentration and mental clarity. Plus, it promotes emotional regulation by creating a pause between stimulus and response. So the next practice is called Yoga Nidra, or body scan meditation. I have a link down below in the description of a wonderful meditation to do this, but basically, you lie down on a comfortable surface such as a yoga mat or bed. Keep your arms relaxed at your side and your legs slightly apart. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Begin by bringing your attention to your toes. Notice any sensations such as tingling, warmth, or tension. Gradually move your focus up through your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, and so on, all the way up to the top of your head. At each point, simply observe each sensation without trying to change them. If you notice any tension, breathe into those areas and imagine relaxing the tension with each exhale. Spend a few moments focusing on each body part before moving on to the next. There are a few benefits to doing this exercise. One, it enhances body awareness and promotes relaxation. It also helps to identify and relax physical tension. It improves the mind-body connection and can be helpful for managing pain and stress. So the next practice is called mindful eating. I always get a few crunched eyebrows at this one, but bear with me. Choose a small piece of food, like a raisin or a piece of chocolate or a slice of fruit. Before eating, take a moment to observe the food. Notice its color, texture, and shape. Smell the food and notice its aroma. Place the food in your mouth without chewing. Notice how it feels in your mouth. Slowly begin to chew, paying close attention to the taste and texture. Notice how the flavor changes as you chew. Chew thoroughly before swallowing and notice the act of swallowing. Reflect on the experience of eating mindfully and consider the origins of the food and the effort that went into producing it. This will enhance the enjoyment and appreciation of food. Doing so helps in recognizing hunger and fullness cues, which can prevent overeating. It also promotes a healthier relationship with food by reducing mindfulness eating. So the next exercise is called walking meditation. Find a quiet space where you can walk undisturbed, such as a park, garden, or even a quiet hallway. Stand still for a moment, taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. Begin to walk slowly and deliberately, paying close attention to the sensation of your feet touching the ground. Notice the lifting of the foot and the movement through the air, and then the placement of the foot back onto the ground. Coordinate your breath with your steps if it feels natural. For example, you might inhale for 2 steps and exhale for another 2 steps. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to the sensations of walking. This helps ground you in the present moment, reducing stress and anxiety. It also enhances awareness of your body and surroundings. The last exercise is mindful observation. Choose an object in your environment that you can observe for a few minutes. This could be a natural object like a leaf or a flower, or an everyday object like a cup or a pen. Sit comfortably and place the object in front of you. Take a few deep breaths to settle your mind. Begin to observe the object with full attention. Notice its shape, color, texture, and any other details. Try to see the object as if you are encountering it for the first time without labeling or judging it. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to the object. This enhances your ability to focus and sustain attention. It cultivates a sense of curiosity and appreciation for the present moment. It also helps to develop a non-judgmental attitude, reducing stress and enhancing emotional well-being. By incorporating these expanding exercises into your daily routine, you can deepen your mindfulness practice and experience greater benefit in terms of mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. I also wanted to add an advanced mindfulness practice here. To do this exercise, you want to have a place that has a lot of sensory experiences happening. I personally do this while hiking through the mountains. You can also do this in a town or city. In this walk, you're going to use all of your senses. You're going to be hypersensitive of everything that's happening around you. So for example, on my walk, I come across a bunch of honeysuckle. I first use my eyes to identify everything about those flowers. Then I take a nice, deep, slow whiff of the fragrance. Then I touch every part of that flower. I might even taste it. Try to stay with this experience for a couple seconds without judging it. This can be a hard part for most. Your mind has been wired to judge everything. In doing this, the mindfulness will be lost. Your mind wants to tell you that the flowers smell good. You just want to acknowledge the simple fact that they have a smell, neither good or bad. Trust me, you will find how mindless you are after this exercise. The more you do this exercise, the more duality will slip away from you. Peace and tranquility will take its place. You will find that the mindless chatter when you meditate will not happen as much. The next video will give you the key to spiritual awakening by Eckhart Tolle.